Hi, welcome back. My name is Mikarin. In today's video, I will continue the drawing process by adding color to the sketch from my last video. Coloring can sometimes feel relaxing, but it can also be challenging when dealing with burnout. However, I'll try my best to make my sketch turn colorful, so let's get started. I usually start with the lighter colors just to build a base. It feels like a safe part of the coloring because nothing is too final yet. Firstly, I wanna start with the vase. It seems easy and eye-catching for me. The color of the vase will be blue. First layer will be look like a sky light blue or navy blue, but no worries, I will add second layer and some shading and blending, so after that it will look better. I will skip coloring part of the cute little flower on the left of my sketch simply because it's not on the main focus. I wasn't sure which color to use for flowers, but I just went with it. When coloring the flower, I usually left middle part of the petals just empty white so it will give some bright shiny atmosphere, maybe even realistic. But I don't know how it will look to you guys. I'm not so experienced at coloring. I mostly finish my sketch without colors because I didn't like coloring, but when I started to do it, I noticed how my sketch looks more alive and eye-catching with colors. Of course, at first my sketches weren't good at all after coloring, however, time by time I figured out to make it look better with the hacks like that with the flowers. Sketching felt heavier last time when I was burnout, but I'm sure right now I'm healing up slowly. I'm stopping myself from focusing on too much tasks. I often remind to myself that it's better to be good at one thing, even when you're not good at other things. It's impossible to be good at everything, and it's okay to be imperfect. Right now, I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. I was going to sleep at 4 5 a.m. and woke up after 10 12 hours, so I decided to fix it. I'm teaching myself to go to sleep at 1 a.m. It's still late, but compared to 5 a.m., it's better. However, my brain is still not used to this schedule, so I woke up like 30 times in middle of the night and it makes my sleep shallow. Enough yapping about my sleep issues. Let's get back to talk about colors, but because of in my video added my burnout, I will talk about it too if you don't mind. I think it's better to just keep coloring leaves part cause it obviously will be just green, but of course I will add second layer. Now, the ice cream in the glass will have two color combo. It probably will be pink plus blue or pink plus green. We will see it. Some of the spots of the ice cream won't be colored, so it will look like a real yummy ice cream. The straw will get the second color of the combo, maybe blue or green. I assume if I will add some background, it will ruin my sketch and it definitely will look messy. Besides, my sketch is already full with the main things, so I gotta be careful to not mess up, but about adding a background I will think after adding shading and second layer. In first, I thought coloring my sketch while having burnout will be draining because usually coloring takes more time and energy and it makes you feel frazzled. However, this time it helping me calm down my thoughts and put all my worries to my coloring process. Last time when I wasn't feeling motivated and I was out of ideas, so the shell of the snail came to my mind and first I wanted to draw it in middle of the paper, but then I just tried to practice drawing it cause I never draw anything like that before, so I tried it and as a result I drew it wrong. I made it upside down when I wanted vice versa. However, I had no strength to fix it, so I just draw a plant on the mouth of shell. And now it looks more like a pot for flower designed and created like a snail's shell, and I really like it. It looks more creative than just a shell in my opinion. Also, I think color is more soothing for me while burning out compared to sketching. Actually, I'm nervous each time while recording, filming my drawing process, so my sketches might look messy because my hands tremble when I'm nervous, but I'm teaching myself to calm down and be more professional. However, it will take a lot of practice and mistakes before I will become more confident at drawing, filming, and editing parts, and I hope you will be patient to my not good enough videos till that moment. My video is about to end. I hope you will like my coloring process, and of course at the end of the video I will compare my sketch without colors to this final colorful sketch so we can observe the changings and decide was it actually better to add colors. While having burnout, I was spending most of my time phone scrolling, and recently, at another doom scrolling process, I found a Chinese animation or cartoon called I Am What I Am. I watched it 2 times because I like it so much and I really recommend it to you guys to watch it. I will put in the video the channel where you can find it. In a nutshell, it's about a boy who lives in a poverty and he wants to learn lion dance to win a ticket to Guazhong festival in a lion dance competition. So he can perform in a Guazhong to see his parents which works there to provide Gyun's life as I understand. It's really well animated and very realistic cartoon. There is no magic, fantasy or sci-fi. It has a lot of real life things like a poverty, strong desire to reach something, big dream but also harsh and uneasy life. So I'm sure you will like it and I won't spoiler much so just watch it. I also wanted to share with you some tips which I follow at coloring. First one, starting with the light coloring and keep the pencil very light in your hands. Second one is adding second layer of colors and blend it to make it look like realistic. Blending is an important part. Third one is shading, but I don't know how to do it and how it works, but I will figure it out. Fourth one is if the sketch looks boring and not good enough, add background, but be careful, sometimes it can ruin the sketch and make it look like too much. In a nutshell, first light base color, second add another layer, third shading, fourth adding a background, and last one is add a third layer if it needed. And that is my steps at coloring process, you can try it. That's all for today. I really worked hard and I hope you will like my video. Thank you for watching. Hope you will have a good day or night. Take care and see you in my next video.